For ultimate six-pack results, we've picked only the best ever exercises for you. This six-pack ABS routine will help you lose fat and define your core. Welcome back. Today, we're focusing on sculpting your core and revealing your six-pack with a 10-exercise ABS routine that does more than just crunches. Let's go. First up, standing air bike. Stand tall with feet hip-width apart, hands placed lightly behind your head. Begin alternating knee to opposite elbow strikes in a fast, fluid motion. Bringing your left elbow to your right knee, then your right elbow to your left knee. Engage your core with each rotation. The goal is speed with control. Twist through your torso and keep your abs braced tight with each rep. This is more than a warm-up. It activates your hip flexors, transverse abdominis, and obliques to prime your body for the real work ahead. Keep your core tight and your movement rhythmic. Perform 3 sets of 30 to 45 seconds. Make sure to keep your breathing constant. Here's a fact. Starting with dynamic core, activations like this improves AB recruitment in the rest of your workout and boosts calorie burn. Now, twisting crunch with straight arms. Lie flat on your back with your knees bent and feet planted. Extend both arms straight toward your knees and press your lower back into the floor. Initiate the crunch by lifting your shoulders off the ground and twisting your torso, reaching both arms toward one hip. Return to center, then twist to the other side. Each rep should feel like a mini rotation and lift combined. Keep your chin tucked, abs squeezed, and movement slow and deliberate. This exercise activates the rectus abdominis and internal and external obliques, building core control and symmetry. Perform 3 sets of 16 reps, 8 each side. Fun fact: twisting through a crunch targets the obliques without overloading your spine, building visible cuts around the sides of your six-pack. Up next, leg raise hip lift with head up. Lie on your back with your hands under your glutes or lower back for support. Raise your legs up to 90 degrees, keeping them straight and your head lifted slightly off the floor. From here, use your lower abs to lift your hips off the ground just a few inches. Don't swing or throw your legs. Slowly lower your hips, then bring your legs down just above the floor without touching, and repeat. Keeping your head elevated helps keep your core engaged and your upper abs active. This movement trains the lower portion of your rectus abdominis and strengthens deep pelvic stabilizers. Perform 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Here's a fact. Raising the hips instead of just the legs forces activation from the lower abs, one of the hardest areas to isolate and define. Now, captain's chair straight leg raise. Position yourself on a captain's chair or vertical knee raise station. Rest your forearms on the pads and let your legs hang straight down. Keep your back pressed into the pad and begin the movement by bracing your core and lifting both legs straight up until they reach about hip or chest height. Pause at the top, then slowly lower your legs back down without swinging. Avoid using momentum. Your abs should do the work, not your hip flexors. This is a killer for lower AB definition and also challenges core endurance and control. Perform 3 sets of 10 to 12 slow, strict reps. Keep your elbows pressed down. Fun fact: research shows that straight leg raises activate more lower AB fibers than bent knee variations, especially when you pause at the top. Up next, dumbbell rollout. Kneel on a mat with a dumbbell in each hand placed vertically on the floor. Grip the handles and slowly begin to roll both dumbbells forward, extending your arms as your body lengthens toward the floor. Keep your core tight and don't allow your hips to sag or arch your back. Go as far forward as your strength allows while maintaining spinal alignment. Then engage your abs to pull yourself back to starting position. This move intensely works the rectus abdominis, obliques, and deep core stabilizers. Think of it as a loaded moving plank. Perform 3 sets of 8 to 10 reps. Faster isn't always better, and that applies to this exercise. Here's a fact. Rollouts train your core to resist extension, a key function of the abs that builds visible definition and real-world strength. Now, cable kneeling crunch. Attach a rope to a high cable and kneel about 2 feet from the machine, facing it. Hold the rope handles next to your ears or temples, keeping your elbows slightly tucked. Begin the crunch by pulling your elbows down toward your knees, curling your spine forward while keeping your hips locked in place. Squeeze your abs at the bottom of each rep, then slowly return to the start. Don't pull with your arms. Your abs should move the weight. The cable provides constant resistance and allows for progressive overload, which is crucial for building defined abs, not just toning. Perform 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Focus on reaching your elbows to your knees. Fun fact, cable crunches apply constant tension through the entire range, turning your abs from a weak point into a muscle group that grows like any other. Up next, cable seated crunch. Sit on a bench or stability ball placed in front of a high pulley. Grab the rope handle overhead and lean slightly forward to start. Initiate the crunch by curling your spine downward and contracting your abs to bring your torso toward your thighs. Your hips stay still. Only your spine should flex. At the bottom, squeeze hard, then slowly return to the starting position. This seated setup offers more support for your lower back and allows for a focused range of motion. It also gives you a controlled environment to increase resistance as you progress. Perform 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. Avoid relaxing on the way back. It's just as important. Here's a fact. Seated crunches place you in a more neutral spine position, reducing neck tension and allowing better isolation of the upper and mid-abdominals. Now, dumbbell straight arm crunch. Lie flat on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the ground. Hold a dumbbell with both hands extended directly above your shoulders, arms fully straight. Begin crunching upward by lifting your shoulder blades off the floor while keeping your arms completely straight. Press the dumbbell toward the ceiling as you rise. Focus on squeezing your upper abs and keeping the movement controlled. Lower yourself back down slowly without letting the dumbbell swing. This exercise increases time under tension and adds slight resistance to your crunch, helping to stimulate growth and deeper activation. Perform 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Fun fact, keeping your arms straight forces longer lever tension on the abs, making light resistance feel heavier. Great for definition. Up next, kettlebell Russian twist. Sit on the floor with your knees bent, holding a kettlebell with both hands at chest level. Lean back slightly so your torso is at a 45-degree angle. Lift your feet off the ground or keep them down for stability and begin twisting your torso to the left and right, tapping the kettlebell near your hip each time. Focus on rotating from your core, not just swinging your arms. The deeper you rotate, the more you engage your internal and external obliques. This movement improves rotational strength and sharpens the sidelines of your abs. Perform 3 sets of 20 to 30 total reps, 10 to 15 each side. Focus on breathing out on each repetition. Fun fact, Russian twists train rotational control and build oblique definition, especially when performed slowly with a challenging weight. Finally, front elbow plank. Get down on your elbows and toes with your feet hip-width apart and your elbows directly under your shoulders. Brace your core and keep your body in a straight line from head to heels. No sagging hips or lifted butt. Imagine pulling your elbows toward your feet without actually moving to activate your entire core. Hold this position with full tension, squeezing your glutes, legs, and abs simultaneously. Planks are the foundation of all core training, improving endurance, posture, and full body stability. Perform 3 rounds of 30 to 60 seconds. The key to this exercise is to remind yourself to squeeze your abs as hard as you can. Well done. These 10 moves were built to define your core, burn belly fat, and build deep abdominal strength that lasts. You're not just training for looks, you're building a foundation that supports every other movement you do. For best results, I challenge you to perform this workout 3 to 4 times a week for the next few weeks. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed today's workout, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell, and share this video with friends and family who may benefit from it too. We look forward to seeing you in our next video, tomorrow at 8 p.m. UK time. No gym? No problem. Simple bodyweight full body workout at home.